What's going on, guys? It's Muffin Man here, and today we got 5 things that Bluehole should add to pubg. Let's do this thing. Coming in at number 5, we got engine cutting. Now you're probably like, what is engine cutting? Well, if you've ever played pubg and had a car or Jeep run out of gas, it'll start coasting. But when it coasts, it still makes noise. And for some stupid reason you can't stop the vehicle. Well, with engine cutting, you would be able to have gas in your vehicle, you'd be able to cut the engine off so it no longer makes sound, and then you'd be able to coast into some houses that may have people at them and they wouldn't know that you arrived in a vehicle, and you might be able to stealthily take them out. I know these examples aren't very accurate because obviously I just took the sound out of the clip, and that wouldn't be all that would happen. You'd still hear the car moving on the ground and all the sounds around that, gunfire, etc. But I do think this is a cool idea, and it could be something that they could add. I don't think it's anything major, and maybe if they did add it, there would be like just an instant kill switch on the engine, and then in order to start the vehicle back up, it would take like a 2-second cast or something like that. So there's a little bit of a balance in between using it and then having to wait 2 seconds to start it up again. But hey, I don't know. Smashing in at number 4. Now this is something that has been talked about a bit here and there. You see it in a whole bunch of other games like CSGO, Call of Duty, being able to have a camo or a weapon skin on your weapon. Now I think this would be a pretty cool idea because, I mean, who doesn't like camos on their guns? But I think there would be maybe a drawback to it, which would be if it would add server load to the game, and if you were to kill someone, pick up their loot, would it have their camo on the gun or your camo? I don't know. And also, when people tend to make these types of things and add them into the game, usually you receive them through microtransactions, and I know that is something that nobody wants to see in this game, and that the developers also kind of made a promise about that. But I mean, they already had the Gamescom invitational crates where you had to buy a key to open them, so who knows. Now, even if they do decide to add something like this, I hope they don't do it soon. I hope they wait till later into their early access game, because there's a lot more issues that they need to work on rather than implementing skins for guns and microtransactions. Rolling up at number 3, we got kill cams. Now this is something that when I first started playing the game, I really wish was in the game, because I was having trouble not knowing where I died from or what I died from, who was hitting me, and occasionally when I play the game I still kind of get this, and you know, sometimes when you die you can be like, oh, that's bullshit, I can't see him, where am I getting hit from, you know, all that noob stuff. But I think this would be a cool option to add into the game, and I think it would be really cool to see it later on in development. One thing wrong with it though that I could see, not wrong with it, but one thing would be, if you got knocked down by somebody but then killed by somebody different, would you have the kill cam of the guy that knocked you down or the guy that killed you while you were already knocked down? I think it'd be kind of cool to have that choice, but I also think it'd be a really cool thing to add, and I hope they do add it. This would be one of the things I really hope that they would discuss more and have the possibility of adding it into the game. Bursting through at number 2, we got being able to heal teammates. Now this is something that I don't think you should be able to directly heal teammates. I think what you should be able to do is, if your teammate is knocked down and you have a adrenaline shot that you would get from the loot crate, obviously, you could use that on them, and it would be a shorter cast than a revive, but it would still be like 5 or 6 seconds, and then it would revive them either with full boost or like half HP or something. I think this would be kind of cool, because sometimes when you're in a battle and your teammate gets knocked out, you go, you res him, he's at 2 HP or something, has no meds or anything, and he'll just get one tapped right away and just get knocked down again. I think this would also give another use to the adrenaline shot besides just being a full boost. Seems like it could be a better, like you can still use it for full boost or use it on your teammate. I think this would be pretty cool. But I don't think you should be able to have a first aid in your inventory and then just use it on your teammate to heal them. That just seems a bit weird, and you could just give them the first aid in the first place. Whipping up at number 1, we got new cars. Now, I don't just mean cars in general, I just mean kind of vehicles. Like, you already got the Jeep, the Dacia, and the motorbike. I think it'd be cool if they added like a 4x4 truck with like a bed that in squads your teammates could sit in the back of. Or, as my friend put it, a rape van. So it would be like a van that would be like closed off and stuff, give a bit of protection. I think these ones should be a bit more rare, but your team could hop in through the back doors, hide in there. You could roll up, jump out, and yeah, just rape van. I think that would be pretty funny. But back to just more vehicles in general. I think it'd be cool having more variants of vehicles that you drive, because I mean, you only got the Dacia, motorbike, and the Jeep, and then there's just like 2 or 3 different variants of those vehicles. I know it's still pre-alpha, and I totally understand that there's not more than that right now, but later on in the game, I think it'd be almost a necessity to add a different or more variants to vehicles, and I think this is just something that they will most definitely have to add later on. That's the end of the video right there, guys. Just a few honorable mentions that I have here was revive kits. So straight up, if your teammate died, you would revive them. I didn't want to put that in there because I don't think they should add that. And then also, player dies, it would show how many kills that player had in the kill feed. I also didn't include that into the video for they should add it because I don't think they should either. On that Reddit post that I read at, the guy with the top comment had, if you saw how many kills someone had, you would decide whether or not to go loot their dead body if you killed them, which makes total sense because the more kills someone has, the more loot they probably have. And it should be part of the RNG of you making that decision to go loot that body or not. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video wasn't too bad or anything, and hopefully you agreed with some of the things I think they should add into the game. And if not, leave a comment below and tell me what you think they should add into the game, or even feedback on how the video was, because this is like the first time I've ever done something like this. So yeah, Muffin Man out. Peace.